Hello students, today we are going to have a session on sales promotion and sales forecasting. Marketing has 4 P's: product, place, promotion and price. Sales promotion is an important aspect of one of the P's of marketing, which is called as promotion. So today we are going to learn about what is sales promotion, what are the objectives of sales promotion, what are the various methods that are used by companies in order to promote and enhance the sales, followed by even sales forecasting, how companies can predict and forecast what is the trend in the market, what is the demand for the product in the market as such. So to start off with, we will study what is the meaning and definition of sales promotion. So sales promotion is a strategy which is specific to marketing, where the business uses short-term campaigns to enhance, spark the interest and create demand for the product or the service from the minds of the consumers or the customers. So that's the meaning. Wherein we go to the definition, a very famous association of marketing called as American Marketing Association, they say that sales promotion are all the activities that supplement both personal selling and advertising, coordinate them and help to make them more effective. So sales promotion is a strategy which is basically used by the companies to enhance the demand for the existing products and also to create demand and awareness about the new product into the minds of the consumers. A very popular author, A.H.R. Dellens, has given us the definition of sales promotion. He says sales promotion means all the steps that are taken for the purpose of obtaining the increased sales. We all know increased sales leads to increased profits. Increased profits will enhance the level and status of the business. So all said and done, sales promotion is used to enhance the profits of the company. Now coming to the objectives of sales promotion is conducted with specific objectives that are mentioned here: to introduce new products, to identify and attract new customers and consumers, to encourage more purchases among the current consumers, also to fight the competition in the market and to combat the competitors' marketing strategies and efforts, also to stabilize the fluctuating sales patterns in the market, to increase the awareness about the brand, about the qualities, the characteristics of the brand, to increase the consumption patterns of the consumers, to create awareness in the consumers and to help them to increase their consumption patterns, also to broaden the distribution channels, to educate the consumers regarding the improvements, the changes, the modifications that have happened in the product, and also to bring more customers into the retail stores. So these are the objectives or the purposes with which the concept of sales promotion is used in the organizations. Now there are majorly 3 different methods of sales promotion that is popularly used by all the companies. First one, consumer promotion methods, trade promotion methods, sales force promotion methods. The companies can make use of one or two methods, or combination of all the 3 methods can be made use of in order to enhance the sales of the products in the market. Now let me explain to you all the methods in detail. Coming to the first one, consumer promotion method. Consumer promotion method is a method that is basically used with 2 purposes. The first purpose is to create awareness among the consumers about the product, about the characteristics, about the quality of the product for the existing products. That's the one reason for which we make use of consumer promotion method. The second reason why we make use of this method is to see that we combat the competition that is there in the market. So sales promotion means are directed to make the current consumers increase the use of the products and also to attract new consumers. Along with this, consumer oriented sales promotion methods are also used to compete with the competitors and use sales promotion strategies to minimize or decline the sales volume at the time. So there are different methods that can be used by the companies under consumer promotion methods. They are free samples, coupons, price of promotions, premiums, then consumer contest, and also demonstration. Going to the next method. Next method is trade promotion method. Now, they are not just consumers that we need to encourage to sell our product, but we also have to motivate and encourage the middlemen who will act as a link between the company and the consumers. So, middlemen are wholesalers, retailers, dealers, distributors, etc. So, this particular method is exclusively tailor-made to stimulate the middlemen in order that they will help us to increase our sales. Middlemen can be attracted through different methods such as cash discounts, price off promotions, contests, gifts, display and advertising allowances. Now, trade promotion method encourages the middlemen, and these middlemen are encouraged so that they promote our company's product and our product sells greatly in the market. So, this method is used for these people exclusively. The last sales promotion method that is used is sales force promotion method. Sales force promotion method is directly related to the people who are working in our company and who are working towards selling the products. So, manufacturers or the companies appoint sales people to sell or distribute the products. So, such sales people are called as, they are termed as sales force. So, sales force are the people who are working for a company and who are working for a company exclusively to market, promote and sell the product. So, sales volume can also be increased through effective mobilization and encouragement to the sales force. So, the sales people also have to be motivated from time to time by giving them different kinds of incentives, benefits, perks, etc. So, different methods like bonus, sales force contest and sales meetings can be used as sales force promotion. So, these are three popular methods that are used in order to increase and enhance the sales of the product. Now, to conclude about the methods, any one of the methods can be used according to the promotional objectives of the business firm, target market for promotion, nature of product, methods of promotion and its cost, current financial positions, etc. So, now coming to the next topic, which is sales forecasting. We all know forecasting means prediction. Now, sales forecasting is predicting about the level of sale that is going to be gained by the company in the future. So, sales forecasting is always future oriented. So, whenever we are into making of a product, we make the product based on the projection of the sale in the future. The demand for the product needs to be analyzed. The demand for the product at different levels, different age groups, different income groups also have to be categorized, has to be verified. Based on that, the companies or the manufacturers have to plan their production activities. So, the manufacturing of the product, production of the product has to be done based on appropriate sales forecasting that is to be done. So, under sales forecasting, we are going to learn about the meaning, the definition and very importantly the methods that are made use of in order to forecast the sales of the product. So, the meaning of sales forecasting is, sales forecast is a projection of future sales revenue and prediction of which deals will move through the sales cycle. So, sales forecasting is the process of estimating company's sales revenue for a specified time period. Now, here the specified time period when I mention can be commonly for a month or it can be for a quarter or it can be for a year. Most of the manufacturers, most of the companies will try to see that they use the prediction of the sales forecast for a time duration of a year majorly. They can also do it half yearly, they can do it quarterly, they can also do it for monthly. So, now moving on, we will study what is the importance of sales forecasting. What is the relevance of sales forecasting for the company's products sale, for the company's revenue to be generated. So, the importance is of the sales forecasting is termed as an important aspect related to the revenue of the company. So it helps to determine production volumes considering the commitment on part of the sales department, and it also must be achieved during the given time period. As I had already mentioned to you, sales forecasting is always time oriented, monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly. So we'll see the points of relevance of sales forecasting. It helps to determine production volumes considering the availability of facilities. Now when we talk about facilities, here we talk about facilities in terms of infrastructure availability, equipment availability, the capital, the availability of people, the workers, manpower, the availability of space, etc. So the sales forecasting helps us in determining the production volumes based on different factors. The second point of relevance of sales forecasting is it forms basis for sales budget, production budget and also natural budget. So sales forecasting is the foundation for different kinds of budgets that needs to be calculated. Sales forecasting also helps in deciding on the expansion plans of the plant or the manufacturing unit, and also changes in product mix or whether should it divert its resources to manufacturing other products or no. Sales forecasting also helps us in deciding the various policies that are related to the production of the product. Sales forecasting also helps us in facilitating deciding the extent of promotion strategies like personal selling or advertising. So in what way can we promote our product? Deciding on the extent that I need to spend on advertising cost as such. So sales forecasting also helps me to plan my advertising cost. There are few more points of importance. So sales forecasting also helps us in preparing production and purchasing schedules. The schedules of production, the schedules of procurement is done through what is called as sales forecasting. Sales forecasting is also an important aspect which helps us in making good decisions related to the sales. So accuracy of sales forecasting is very good aspect for decision making. Any kinds of decisions that can be made in marketing is highly dependent on what is called as sales forecasting accuracy, the data of accuracy of sales forecasting. Sales forecasting also helps in guiding marketing, production and other business activities for achieving the targets. So there are different targets every department has: marketing department, production department, finance department, HR department. So sales forecasting helps us in guiding our marketing and production activities for achieving the targets of the business. Now moving on, there are two types of forecasting: short-term forecasting, which can be done, or I can do long-term forecasting. When a company has decided, when manufacturing department has decided about forecasting, they can also take call on what type of forecasting would they like to take up. Is it short-term forecasting or is it long-term forecasting? So both has to be done according to the requirement of the company. Both can be taken up, both has to be taken up for forecasting. So short-term forecasting is a forecasting which can be defined as the forecasting that is done for a period of 3 months, 6 months or 1 year. So when we say short term, it doesn't extend or it doesn't go beyond 1 year. It will be within a time period of 1 year. Generally 1 year is preferred. It is again the choice of the company to do short term forecasting according to their requirement, according to their need and according to the objectives of the company. The period is dependent upon the nature of the business. If the demand fluctuates for 1 month to another, forecasting can be done for a shorter period of time. When the demand for your product is changing month wise, or the demand for the product is changing within a shorter period of time, then most of the companies would opt to go in for short term forecasting. Now long term forecasting. Now long term forecasting is a forecasting, the name itself suggests that it has to cover a period of long term. Long term here means it can be 5 years, it can be 10 years, or sometimes it can always be, or it can also be more than 20 years to go. So the forecasting, the long-term forecasting that is done can range from a time period of minimum of 5 years to maximum of 20 years. The period here also depends upon the nature of business. But beyond 12 years, the future is assumed as uncertain. So anything that goes beyond 12 years is termed to be uncertain. But in many industries like shipbuilding, petroleum, refinery and paper making industries, long-term forecasting is needed as the total investment cost of equipment is quite high. The cost of equipment, the cost of investment, the cost of the infrastructure that is used in these kinds of industries, the bigger industries, shipbuilding, petroleum industries and all that, they always go for what is called as long-term forecasting. So we have two types of forecasting, as I mentioned, short-term, which is for a period of lesser than 1 year, and we have long-term, wherein the minimum time period is 5 years. It can also be for 2 years, 3 years, 5, but the minimum time that is taken for long term is 5 years, and the maximum time that is taken for long term forecasting is around 20 years. Now moving on to the next topic. The next topic is methods of sales forecasting. Now this is very important. Till now we have studied what is sales forecasting. We have studied the importance and relevance of sales forecasting. We have studied what are the two different time periods for which sales forecasting is to be done. Now we are going to study about the topic, what are the methods, what are the ways and means in which the sales forecasting can be conducted by the manufacturers, or sales forecasting can be conducted by the companies. So here sales forecasting can be done by using two broad categories of methods. They are called as qualitative methods and quantitative methods. So qualitative methods are the methods which doesn't use any kinds of numerical values. It is based on different perceptions, different opinions and different viewpoints of the marketers, the sellers, the buyers, the retailers, different categories of people involved in the sales activities. Whereas quantitative methods are the methods which are made use of in order to calculate, make calculations, use numericals in order to predict and project the sales forecasting values. Now let us study each of the qualitative methods and each of the quantitative methods. So our qualitative methods are experts opinion method, Delphi method, sales force composite method, survey of buyers expectations, polling of sales force opinion method, survey of customers buying plans and historical analogy method. So these are 7 qualitative methods which can be made use of in order to predict the sales, in order to forecast the sales. We have 2 quantitative methods. These 2 quantitative methods are test marketing and we also have time series analysis. Now the first qualitative method is experts opinion method. Now experts opinion method is the people who are highly knowledgeable in the field of a particular production, in the field of particular products sale. These people would be contacted, these people's opinions would be considered, can be collected, and whatever these people say, their predictions, experts opinion is based on some kinds of assumptions, some kinds of hypothesis. Now experts, when they talk about any point, they always see how that can be justified with lots of inputs that they have read through. So expert opinion is, experts can be interviewed, they can be asked about what is your opinion, how would be the sales, what would be the prediction of sales, what is going to be the units that can be sold in a month or in a year, how the product is going to be, what will be the lifespan of the product, when the product is going to mature, when the product is going to decline. Like these different kinds of things can be asked from the experts. Their opinions can be sought and their opinions can be used in order to predict the forecast of the sales. The second method is called as Delphi method. Delphi method or a Delphi technique is a group technique. In this particular method, a group of people are taken. They are given a questionnaire to answer, or sometimes they are also interviewed based on the need of the company. And these people who are part of a group under Delphi technique, these people are asked to give opinions about the product, the sales, the prediction, the forecast based on their inputs given on the inputs that are given by these people. Companies can make projection, and these people are interviewed for different time periods. For example, they might be interviewed once in a month, or they might be interviewed once in 2 months. Like, there is continuity of this interview which is taken from these group of people who are called as the people who are part of Delphi, and these people give their opinion about the sales forecast. Coming to the next one, sales force composite method. We already studied one of the methods of sales promotion is sales force promotion. Who are sales force? Sales force are the people who are working with you in order to sell your product. So these people are already in the market. These people are already working, they have hands-on experience. So you can also ask these people about what is going to be the projection of the sale of this particular product. So they also serve as a important source of giving the information on the forecast of the sale of the product. Coming to the fourth qualitative method, it is survey of buyer's expectation. So survey of buyer's expectation is the people go into the interviewers go into the market. Now here the interviewers can be representatives of the manufacturing company, the company which is producing the product. So these people go into the market, they try to talk to buyers. Who are the buyers? Buyers are our consumers, or they can be our customers. So they directly go interview the buyers, they ask the buyers, they conduct a survey from the buyers about what is your expectation, what do you think about this product, how this product is, what is going to be the demand for this product, how this product is going to sell in the market. So they go and directly conduct surveys from the buyers. Now these surveys can be conducted by taking opinions from the buyers by interview method, or they can also give a questionnaire to the buyers. Buyers can fill the questionnaire and give the data back to the representatives of the company who have gone to collect the data. So buyers also can become an important part of giving us the information. The next method is polling of sales force, that is opinion method. Now here polling of sales force, we already know who are sales force. Sales force are the people who are going into the market, who are the employees of the company, who are going into the market in order to sell the product. So again, our sales force composite method and polling of sales force are similar. The only point of difference is sales force composite method, here the sales force information is taken and everything is put together, calculations are done and conclusions can be drawn. Polling of sales force opinion method is sales force people will be asked in the form of a polling. What do you think? Do you think our sales is going to be greater than 10,000, lesser than 20,000 or greater than 1 lakh? It's like polling is given to them. They are given certain options and based on that they have to respond to the options that are given to them. The next method is survey of customers' buying plans. Now here again this method is similar to survey of buyers' expectations. Now here the method that we are going to study is a survey of customers' buying plans. See, survey of buyers' expectation is what expectations the buyers have about the product and how the product is going to sell in the market. Survey of customers' buying plan is, I wouldn't have bought your product earlier, but do I have idea, do I have the opinion of buying the product, buying your product in the future? So customers are asked, survey is conducted with the customers, do you have any buying plans? If the customer says yes, so I will further go a little depth and ask them, what are the buying plans? What are you planning to buy? What type of product are you looking for? What kind of qualities, what kind of characteristics would you like the product to have? So it's survey of customers buying plan is customers who are not buying the product, not buying your product, but who have some kind of plan about switching on to buying your product in the future. So that method is called as survey of customers' buying plans. Coming to the last qualitative method, which is called as historical analogy method. Now this is a method, this is a new method which is used under sales forecasting, and this is a method that is used under sales forecasting as such for the products which were not into the market earlier, the product which is going to be introduced in the market for the first time. That is, the product was not in existence earlier. The company which was producing different products is planning to introduce a new product into the market. So there is no history about this product in the past. This product is new into the market for the first time now. So when it is into the market for the first time, there should always be a forecasting that is to be done just to know what is going to be the prediction of sales and what is going to be the prediction of revenue, because we all know sales forecast, the purpose with which the sales forecast is conducted is majorly to know what is the sales revenue that is going to be generated from the sales forecast. So historical analogy method is the method that is made use of in order to see that the product that you are going to sell into the market is a new product. This product was not in existence earlier. Probably the company which was making the product, that was making different products, but they are going to introduce a new product now. So when they are going to introduce a new product, they want to know the prediction of this new product into the market. So they have to find out, they want to find out the prediction of this. So for new products that are going to be introduced into the market, exclusively historical analogy method is to be made use of. Now quickly switching on to the quantitative methods, there are broadly two major quantitative methods. Now these two quantitative methods are test marketing and time series analysis. What is test marketing? Test marketing is a method where the product that is going to be launched into the market, this product is put into a retail store and the consumers are asked to try the product and they are asked to give feedback after using the product. Now when a product is given to the customer to use, definitely customer will have their feedback. They might have positive feedback, they might give some suggestions. So whatever suggestions that are given by the customers after using the product, those suggestions are taken by the manufacturers and those suggestions are incorporated into manufacturing the product, and then the product is released into the entire market. So one thing that we have to remember is test marketing product is not completely launched into the market. Only a small group of people are taken for a pilot study. These people are given some samples to be used for a certain period of time, test the product and give their valuable suggestions and feedback. If everything is good about the product will get released into the market on a wider scale. But if there are some suggestions that are given by the customers, those will get incorporated into the product and then the product will get released into the market. So it's a quantitative method. Why am I doing this exercise? I am doing this exercise because I want my sales to be high. I want my revenue from the sales to be high. If I go and introduce a product which is not up to the mark what customer expectations are, definitely it will crash in the market. It will not sell as it has to sell in the market. So instead of taking a risk in the future, it's better that I test my product at a smaller scale now, and if my product is selling well, then I would like to take the product on a larger scale to the market. That is called as test marketing. The second quantitative method is time series analysis. Time series analysis is a data which is collected by the company. So whenever I am selling a product, whenever I am manufacturing a product, I'll have the data about the product. I'll have age-old data about the product. For example, I have been making the product since 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. So whatever data I have about the product, that particular data is recorded, documented, it is being saved in some place or the other. So it's like the trend, the data that I have been collected for past years, how this particular data can be used in order to project the future. So it's like the data that is already collected about the same product in the previous years can be used as a method to forecast the sales also in the future. So that method is called as time series analysis. So we have studied in this particular session about sales promotion and sales forecasting. So here we come to the end of the class. Thank you.